Hello everyone, welcome back to the session of data structures. In this session, we are going to see how to evaluate a postfix expression. After the end of the session, you'll be able to know how to evaluate a postfix expression. A postfix expression is which after the operands, the operators are present. Before that, let us see the algorithm of how to evaluate a postfix expression. Take an empty stack. Take an empty stack and scan each and every operand or operator, any character from left to right. If it is an operand, push it onto the stack. If it is an operator, if you encounter an operator, pop out the last two values which we pushed onto the stack and apply the operator onto that operands and push the resultant value onto the stack. This is to be continued till the end of the expression, and at the end of the expression, when we reach the end of the expression, the last resultant evaluated value will be present onto the top of the stack. Now, let us see this with an example. Here is an example how to evaluate a postfix expression. This is a postfix expression where after the operands the operators are present. Let us evaluate this. Initially, this is the expression that we have not scanned any symbol and the stack is at empty. First, we have scanned 4. First, we have scanned 4. So 4 is in value, that is in operand, we have pushed onto the stack. Next, we have scanned 5. 5 is also a operand, we have pushed onto the stack. Next, we have scanned 1, where 1 is also a value operand which we have pushed onto the stack. Next, we have plus. Plus is an operator. So when we encounter an operator, it is to be applied onto the last two operands. Here the last two operands are 5 and 1. On this 5 and 1, we are performing plus. So we get the resultant as 6. Next, after that, we have into. Into is also an operator. So this operator, when we encounter an operator, on the last two operands, we perform this into, where 6 4s are 24. Next, we have 12. 12 is an operand. So we have pushed onto the stack. Now again, we have 3. 3 is also a operand. Again, we have pushed onto the stack. Again, we have by division operator. Division is an operator. So onto the last two operands, we perform this division. So we get 4. Again, we have some minus. Minus is an operator. So again, we have to apply it on last two operands, that is 24 minus 20. So if we evaluate this expression, we will get a resultant value of 20. Let us see this with one more example. Here is an expression. Initially, we have 4. Next, it is a value operand. So we push onto the stack. Again, we have 5, which is operand. Again, we push onto the stack. Next, we got plus. Plus is an operator. So on last two operands, we perform plus. So we get 9. Again, we have 7. 7 is also operand. Again, we have 2. 2 is also operand. Again, after 2, we have minus. So minus is a operator. So on the last two operands, that is 7 and 2, we perform minus. So we get the resultant as 5. So we pushed here 5. 9 and 5. On 9 and 5, again we have an into operator. On last two operands, if we perform multiplication, we get the resultant as 45. So for this postfix expression, after evaluating, we are getting a resultant value as 45. Let us see one more example of it. Here is a postfix expression. Here is a stack. First we have 7. First we have 7. So 7 is the operand. So we have pushed onto the stack. Again, we have 3. So again 3. Again we have, sorry, this is 4 and this is 3. Again we have, sorry, this is 3 and this is 4. Sorry, so this is 3. So again we have 3. So we have pushed this 3 onto the stack. Next we have 4. So again we have pushed onto the stack. Again we have plus symbol. So when I perform plus symbol on the last two operands, we get a resultant, that is 7. Again I have minus. After minus, when I perform minus on the 7 and minus 7, I get 0. After minus, we have 2. So 2 is a value I have pushed onto the stack. Next I have 4. So when it is 4, I have pushed onto the stack. Now again I have 5. 5 is a value, so I pushed onto the stack. Again I got division symbol. When I divide 5 by 4, I get a coefficient called as 0. Again I got plus symbol. Plus is the operator, so on 0 and 2 I'm performing plus operation, so resultant is 2. Again I have into operator. So when I perform when I push into operator, I have to pop last two values, that is 0 and 2, and I've performed into 2 zeros a 0, that is I got a resultant as 0. Again I got 6. Now 6 is the operand, so I have pushed onto the stack. Again I have division. If I divide 6 with 0, I get the resultant coefficient as 0. Next I have 7. 7 is a value which I have pushed onto the stack. Again at last I have plus value. So when I perform plus on the last two operands, I get the resultant as 7. So after evaluating this postfix expression, I get the resultant value as 7. This is how we evaluate a postfix expression. Let us see the source code of how to evaluate this. Here we have to scan this postfix expression from left to right, that till we get the null character, that is from initial I equal to 0 to till the last character. Now if it is an alphabet, if the postfix character is an alphabet, then I have to enter that postfix character onto the screen like code, and I have to push it onto the stack. Else if I get an operator, I have to pop the last two operands and I have to perform what is the operator. If it is a plus, I have to perform addition. If it is minus, I have to perform subtraction. If it is into, I have to perform multiplication. And if it is by, I have to perform division. If I give other than these characters, I have to return a statement called as invalid operator. If I perform push onto the stack, the value what we push is to be placed onto the stack, and the stack is incremented, that is top is incremented. If I pop, I have to decrement the stack. This is how we perform the source code of how to evaluate a postfix expression. Hope you have understood that how to evaluate a postfix expression. We'll be seeing other topic in the next session. Thank you. Hope you have understood it.